All right, this outfit, this makeup is back for another run, okay? Are you sick of it yet? I'm not sure what order you're going to see it in, but you'll see this outfit a couple more times. Anywho, it is time to talk about my favorite products that are not eyeshadows of 2022. Let's see if I can get the date right in this video, because y'all know in the eyeshadow palette version, I said it was 23. Then I said, what are you going to look forward to in 24? And then finally at the end of the video, I figured out that it was 2022. Let's get started with the video. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So, you know, I kind of talked about it in another video. I'm not sure what order that's going to go up. My filming setup is a little different. I had a pipe break in my house during the winter storm. So I'm filming in my kitchen because I want to make it work. If you hear the furnace clicking on and off, I'm sorry. I will try to edit it out. Don't know how it's going to work. But the show must go on. I did not want to abandon my YouTube channel, so let me introduce myself. If you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you're older but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy, and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup. But please just call me Ash or Ashley. Now, eyeshadow is my favorite thing to talk about. But I try other things along the way, and I might not share them on my channel as much, but I'm going to get better at that. But these are my favorite things that I have tried this year that are not eyeshadow. So, you know, usually I don't buy a lot of blushes, but I'm not quite sure what happened this year, because there was a lot of blushes that rolled through here in 2022, okay? So I'm gonna start with the first one. So I do actually have a code with this brand, and this is It's Belle Cosmetics, and this is their Besame blush palette. Beautiful shades. First of all, I think you always get me when there's some type of orange in there. And boom, do you see that shade in the middle? So vibrant. This blush palette is gorgeous, it's vibrant, and it just kind of checks all the boxes, okay? You have your classic pink, you have a purple, you have more of a dusty rose, you have more of a brownie rose, you got the hot coral, you have the orange. Like, it's gorgeous, okay? I don't think we can debate. And you know what? It's great for travel. Anytime I travel, I'm always throwing this in my bag because I have options. When I like to travel, I like to have a few options. You know, maybe that day I'm not really feeling that color, and it's not really feasible for me to be bringing a whole lot of blushes with me. It's going to make my bag heavier, and we all know I'm accident prone. Something's going to drop, and then it's going to break, and then I'm just going to be holding it gently like I do my Pat McGrath Golden Nectar or whatever that highlighter is. I'd be holding like this because it's about to fall. But I absolutely love this. It blends very smooth. The color pigmentation is fabulous. And a lot of times what I actually do is I just kind of blend them. Oh, so actually today I'm wearing this particular shade right here. Just put it on the cheeks. And it's just a fabulous blush palette. I mean, it's like the colors are great. They're going to look great if you're fair. Now, if you're fair, they're going to look good on you, but they might be a little bold, okay? But this is definitely geared towards people who are maybe deeper complected, medium skin, up to deep skin, and it's just a lot of pigment. And I feel like sometimes that's very hard to find in a face palette because a lot of times it just doesn't go deep, doesn't have enough punch or kick. So I really enjoy this. This is one of my favorite products for sure. And once again, this is by It's Belle Cosmetics, their Besame blush palette. We're going to stay with the blushes. So as much as I want to hate on this product because of the packaging, I really cannot hate on this, okay? So this is like the hat box of blushes. You know, big enough to cover a good portion of my face. So this is the Pat McGrath Bridgerton. This is the second release with Bridgerton. So this is the Blushing Delights. So in here you do have a highlighter. I am not crazy about the highlighter. And it's a heart. And when you got the whole packaging, I understand what's going on here, but it's very big. It's very big, y'all, okay? It could have just been smaller. The heart is, you know, the heart highlighter, I don't know, it seems smooth here, but it doesn't really apply that smooth on the face. So I'm not really a fan of the highlighter, but the blushes, this coral shade for sure. It's like a baked gelée formula. Do you see? Well, I guess I'm putting it on, child. Let me put it on over here so I can just even myself out. What's something wrong with me sometimes? Lord help me. So, yes, it's very smooth. So you see it blends in really easily. And we don't have a coral shade from her. And then you have a deeper rose shade that I enjoy so much. And then just like a classic baby pink. And a lot of times I just, kind of take all of them. Or if I'm in the mood for a specific color, I'll just take one of them. But it goes on so smooth. Do you see how effortlessly it just blended in right here? It doesn't pick up my makeup that I have on underneath. And it gives a nice hint of color. So this formula is really great. I wouldn't mind seeing like a more purpley shade come out in this particular formula, a more actual orange shade. So the formula is really great. And I think you could probably have caught this on sale. I mean, it's a very interesting concept. Like, I understand what was going on. It's kind of giving, old fashioned, how the powder puff used to be. Didn't she have a highlighter that came with this collection that had a powder puff? But this is a lot. I know some people say you could depot it. That really wasn't my ministry. I think I said that in the beginning. I would like to depot it, but the more I thought about it, I was like, Ash, you cannot be depoting it. You're going to tear it up, and then the blush is going to be done. So, yeah. Okay, so one more blush by McGrath, okay? Like I said, I'm on blush train. So this is the shade Night Bloom by McGrath. So this year, she actually released, we had been begging for blushes. So this year, she actually released some duos of the blushes. And a lot of the shades were repeated. So I think I picked up this shade in the Paradise Glow. But it was this shade for me because, like I just said, I was wanting some more purpler blushes. And then you have red and purple. It is absolutely stunning. And I would just pull this out all the time. So I know the shade that I've used from her before is one of the popular shades was that pink shade. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the name. There I go, not knowing the names of things in the moment. But I would go in for this purple shade sometimes. Sometimes I just use it by itself. And then sometimes I just kind of swirl it together. Now, this does run deep. So if you're deep, it's going to look great on you. If you're fair, you're going to have to tread with caution, okay? So I think that scares a lot of people about this blush. But this is honestly one of those just silent sleepers. And when I thought about it, I was like, girl, you reach for this blush so much. Especially when I do green eyeshadow looks. I love a purpley blush. So she won with this for sure. Some more blush. And these are by Clarity Cosmetics. Now the packaging I'm not so keen on, so I hope they can kind of rectify this. I did kind of see some, I don't know if it was a reel on Instagram. It looked like maybe the packaging was changing. It's not terrible, but it's just like, okay. I feel like I kind of tread cautiously with this, but they came out with so many colors. I think they came out with like 20 colors, and these were the 3 that I opted for. So this one didn't even have a name on it. I think this one is maybe, I know I had Extra Shot Please, Boo Thing, and I feel like this, I don't know if I'm making it up if it's honey mustard, but beautiful, beautiful terracotta. I'm a sucker for the terracotta and the orange blushes. I'm a sucker for them, okay? Especially in the summertime. Love it, okay? So this one is a little bit warmer. The formula is very smooth. I do say that the formula is a little powdery. And on camera, this is, well, it's a orangey mustard. So it's not straight up orange, where this one is just more mustard in shape. So this one is really pretty. It's pretty soft. Pretty finely milled, but the color, okay, there I go. Let's see how much blush I have on by the end of this video. But where's the brush? It just gives a nice orange. And I just feel like on my particular skin complexion, blushes like these just give you that nice highlight without doing too much. Gives you a nice glow, golden glow. And it really looks really beautiful, especially when I get a deeper tan. Then this one is just a little bit deeper. And it's more terracotta, orange right here, same effect, blends in very nicely. It's a very rich color. It's going to look nice on women who are deeper in skin complexion than me. And I mean, can you look at the color? Now this one is really pretty also. Now this particular shade is especially going to look really great on women who are deeper than me, because it's going to give them that golden glow, and because it's lighter and it's just going to really pop on them without looking ashy. And I kind of learned that because Juvia's Place a while ago had a blush palette, and they had a shade like this in there, and I was just like, that's different. But then when I saw Fumi de Solid Vogue use it, I was like, oh my God, I get it, because it just glows on that skin complexion. This shade does look good on me, but I do have to be careful, because I think one time I put it on a video and I was just like, I look like I have jaundice. But I do really like the shade, but it was like the choice with the eyes and the lip and it wasn't working for your girl. So this one is a favorite, but I would say if I were two, these two for sure. But the honey mustard shade, it's beautiful, but like I said, sometimes I have to just tread a little lightly. Like I said, the packaging is just okay. Like you can see the back of right here. For me, it was more about the representation, I guess, of the shade variety that they were giving. They weren't too badly priced. This one, it looks better with the sticker on the back. This is missing the sticker, so of course you get the glue on the back of the compact. And they do feel like if I was just to accidentally drop them, it would kind of break. So, you know, I'm careful, okay? Now, another blush product, or this is a duochrome blush, and this is the Best Buds Glow Blush. Best Buds Glow Blush. So if you have come to my channel and after I do my eyeshadow looks, I'm always putting this on because it is gorgeous. It is peachy, and it's has some gold into it, and then it kind of flips green at the same time. It is absolutely stunning. This is by Menagerie Cosmetics, and a lot of times I will wear this as a highlighter. Sometimes I'll put on my blush and use this as a blush topper or a highlighter, or you could just use this as a nice blush. It gives a nice ethereal glow. It looks good. Even my friend Beauty in the Frizz, it looked great on her. It's just, it gives that shine, it gives the glow. It's like the highlight, the color that you needed in your face all at once. So this has definitely been a favorite product. It's always in my little travel bag. Anytime I go any place, I'm very thrilled about it. And this right here is actually the Clionadh Cosmetics highlighter. Now, I purchased, the only thing that I actually purchased from the Emily Violet Marie Dragon Fruit collection were the two highlighters, okay? So this is the color, like I said, Tropical is a multi-chrome highlighter. Of course, you can use on your face, you can use your eyes and your lips, but I have never used it on anything other than my cheeks. But I love it as a highlighter. It's definitely a multi-chrome highlighter, and it's very smooth. It's a beautiful Clionadh formula that we know. So of course it's shifting green, it's shifting pink, it's shifting gold, it's shifting peach. It's just, so she came out with another one, but this is my favorite one. Probably because it's more gold based. I'm gonna put a little, I'll blend it out so you can see it in a second. But it might be a little bit too far out there for people, but I feel like it blends in, well, not if I just put a whole box right there, but it blends in really nice. And you know, sometimes I just want a little extra, especially those days where I don't really wear eyeshadow and I'm just wearing maybe like a brow and some mascara and then a bold lip. Kind of like what I did last night. I wore a very vampy lip to dinner, and a lot of times, sometimes I love wearing my eyeshadow, but a lot of times I still wear a mask at work. So I like to show my lipstick some love, especially like those bold vampy shades where you necessarily wouldn't do your eyes all sparkly. You would kind of downplay the eye, you know? But I feel like, look how easily it blends out. It looks great on my skin. You can kind of see the shifts of the shade. So I'm very happy and very pleased when it comes to this shade. And it's just, it's a favorite. It's different. And I feel like it's even still, it's different from my Space Age Prophecy Multi-Chrome Highlighter by Kaleidos. All right, I refluffed my pillows because I'm short and I'm starting to sink. But, so the next product we have is the Danessa Myricks Blurry Balm Powder. This product was genius. And I just remember being in Sephora a couple weeks ago during the last little 20% off sale. And it was like 3 of us just standing. I was picking it up as a gift for a friend. But it was a woman. She was like, oh my God, I love it. She was like, I have redness. And the other lady was trying to decide if she buy it. And I was like, you should definitely buy it, you know. And this is a product that, like, even though there are not a whole lot of shades, it can definitely span a large array of shades, okay? So they have a universal one where, you know, you could just use it as a primer, or you can use the color one as a primer. You can color correct underneath. You can push a foundation. It dries down to a powder. So it's a balm and then goes a powder. And usually products like this, I'm like, because like your little fibers and hairs, but the spatula that just pops out makes it really convenient. Put it here. It's great for like hot climates. It's great for just like traveling with. It's no muss. It's no fuss. So like you literally just throw it in your bag and you're good to go. This has come with me so many places, especially on those hot tropical climates. I have dry skin, so it actually looks good on me. It doesn't look dry. I do actually kind of set it with a usually like a dewy or spray sometimes, and I won't put like powder maybe underneath my concealer under eyes. Sometimes I'll conceal underneath, or sometimes I'll do a little concealer on top of it. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with any bronzer, any type of, you know, highlighter or blush laying on top of it. It feels full coverage enough for me, and it feels glam, and it feels like my skin. When I think about my base makeup, I always want to look like myself, an elevated version. I always want to look glam, but that's still my skin, and I don't like the real caked effect, okay? So I feel like you get the best of both worlds with this particular product. I wear shade 7, and I know they have like a whole technology. It's Upsolite technology, and it allows it to blur out, and yeah, it's a lot going on. But Danessa did her thing with this one, okay? Because it has been like selling out like hotcakes. People are trying to get their hands on it. So, you know, like she did her thing with this one. And you get a decent amount of product. I have been using it quite often. So you do get 18 grams of product, but like I hit pan. I mean, I just love it. I put it on. It blends out so well. Like some people blend it out with their fingers. I actually choose to blend it out with my brush. I typically use like my BK Beauty 101 brush or whatever foundation brush I'm using at the moment. Both of those are dirty. So yeah, but this product has just been like a standout complexion product for me. And sticking with Miss Danessa Myricks, I am going to talk about her, what are these? These are basically like her chrome pencils, her little eyeliner pencils. Now these I would recommend on getting some type of sale. They are expensive, and I know there are probably like cheaper versions out there, but I saw these and I was like, these are beautiful, and they're really fun to just kind of amp up a look. Like even like the look today, I could have probably put one of these pencils in there to get something fun and interested in waterline, and it just like brings your eyes to life. And they're really creamy. They are a bit thin, so you do have to be careful, but they do seem sturdy where you won't break it. I have 3 shades. So the first shade is Charright, so you can see definitely very thin as far as the pencil. So I have, let me break my tip of the pen. So I wouldn't say like these are the most chrome pencils you've ever seen, because I know Kaleidos just kind of recently released some. So that's the more purpley shade right there. But I just feel like these really elevate your look. I have the shade Bronzite. Here's Bronzite. And then I have one more. I was thinking about picking up, what's the shade Jade? It was kind of like an aquamarine color duochrome, but it didn't land. And then I have Amethyst. And Amethyst is probably one of my most used ones because it just kind of goes really well with green looks, my purple looks. You know I love like the Barney looks, the green and the purples. You know I'm all about it. So a lot of times this one gets used a lot. And like I said, they are really thin, but they feel sturdy. They feel very creamy. You get that nice little pop of color. I also do think like you can put it in a waterline, but if you put it right here underneath your waterline, it's where it really pops and it really stands out. My last product before I get to my honorable mentions are by Blends Bunny. Okay, so my girl, she came out with some, I love these little liquid lipsticks, matte creams. It's a matte lip cream and it feels creamy, it's matte, it stays put, it doesn't move. So initially I bought two and these came out with the All Done Up palette. So when she posted them, and I did mention this in my video when I filmed it with the All Done Up video, is that, you know, she posted the lips and it was kind of hard to see with the shade in the light what the colors actually were. So I just thought I had bought like a little burnt orange shade, and when I got it I was like, oh, nothing's burnt orange, that's cute. So she did in turn actually send me two of the other two shades and the gel pot liner. I love these things. I have worn these things consistently, like all the time, literally. So it comes with, I'm missing one of them. It's probably in my purse. Oh, I got one more product to talk about before my honorable mention. Okay, so it's probably in my purse. But the shade that I wear out is Doll Face, and it's a nuder shade. And I'm not really so much of a nude lipstick person, but I am. But then my eyes are so bold during my eye looks. I'm like, I don't really want to have bold lips and bold eyes, but they're very creamy. So you actually get a lip liner and the lipstick for $16. The only thing I would say is that on the lip liners, you kind of don't really know what matches what, but I guess you could just mix and match, you know what I mean? So let's see. This is probably the darker lip liner right here. It's super creamy. It just folds up, you know, turns up really easily. I mean, just a wonderful, beautiful lip liner. It doesn't skip. It just sits on your lips. Now, the lip cream, it's really beautiful. So sometimes, you know, when you have liquid lipsticks, like they can look dry, make your lips look crusty. These don't. They're matte, but they're definitely a cream finish. So they're very comfortable and you can wear them all day. You can eat, you can drink, you can do whatever you want to do, talk all day, and your lipstick be out and about. I wore one of these at homecoming. It was fine the whole entire time. Did not have a problem. Oh, I'm missing the red shade. I'm missing the red shade. It was a bright, beautiful blue red that looks really beautiful. I wore it on Christmas Day and I was walking out my house. I was getting in the car and my neighbor, she was asking me a question and she was like, but your lipstick is popping. I was like, ah, thank you, it's popping. So I love these, they're fabulous and you really can't beat the price. Like, you get both of these for $16. Oh my gosh. So these really just make me happy, and I'm in a state where like I said earlier, I wear a mask to work, so I barely wear lipstick unless I'm on here or unless I'm going someplace. And you know, so for me to just consistently pick these up all the time when I have all these lipsticks back here that I hardly get to wear says a lot. So let me go grab one of these other products out my purse. So this right here, the Dior lip oil. Oh my gosh, I am a fan. So I have the shade Coral. So this is the lip glow oil. So it's color reviver and it's cherry oil, and it is so nourishing for my lips. I love wearing it. I put it on when before I put my mask on. I put it on when I just get in the car. I put it on anytime. I mean, look how much I've used. And I just got this with the Sephora VIB, like the fall VIB sale. And I mean, it hasn't settled because it was like in my purse like this. But, you know, I have used a consistent amount. It has a great doe foot applicator that just gets the product on great, coats your lips. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't cake up. Your lips feel very moisturized. Love it. All right, I got two products that are honorable mentions, and the reason why they're honorable mentions is because I haven't had them that long. So I picked up these two products actually when Sephora offered the 20% off sale, and this is the foundation I'm wearing today, and it's actually the House Labs foundation. So like I heard about it, this is the Tricone Skin Tech Foundation, okay? So I am wearing the shade 400 medium deep warm, and you get 30 mLs of product. The bottle feels luxurious, it's heavy, it's not too badly priced. I like how it has the H on the top, and then you have the nice pump right here. But although I do think that I really love the Rare Beauty applicators the best for the foundation, is because it's just so much easier to pump. Sometimes you gotta either pump it on your hand, pump it on like a mixing palette. I do like this in my face, Hope it doesn't drop on my shirt. But these I'm like, yes, you know. But you know, this is a really gorgeous shadow foundation, excuse me. I do have dry skin. I have a very warm complexion, so at first I was a little confused about what shade to grab, but I ended up grabbing 400 and it works really well. Now when I put it on today, right before filming this video, I was like, oh my god, I'm orange, what's happening? So it does kind of like oxidize and the color just kind of shifts and blends in with the rest of the color. Obviously this is a little bit lighter here, but like I said, I'm very golden, I'm very warm. You know, one person tried to tell me, oh, you're olive. I was like, no, baby, that's my vein. That green you see, that ain't out. That's my vein, okay? So, like I said, my complexion runs really warm, and you guys know that. So a lot of yellow, a lot of golden, a lot of red in my skin complexion, and I can get very fair. I can get pretty fair, and I can get pretty deep at the same time. So I feel like this is going to just transition with me well when I go between different skin shades or skin tones like during the seasons. But it's a very comfortable feel. It lasts for a long time as far as longevity, 12 to 14 hours. I've worn it to work, worn it underneath a mask, taking it off, skin still looks perfect. I feel like I'm very glam in this foundation. I feel like it's also very skin-like in this foundation. That's what I like when I was talking about even the Danessa Myricks palette. Like, I can be all done up, or I can just look, you know, skin-like. And I really do like this product. Now, because this product is so warm and I'm in summer, I do kind of use like this neutral concealer to just kind of balance it out. But I don't have a problem with it. I usually use my Fenty a hydrating primer, which is this one, or sometimes I use actually my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. That's what I actually used a couple of days ago because it's been so cold in Chicago. So I just needed all the moisture that I could gather on my face for a long period of time. And then the next honorable mention is also from House Labs, and at this point it's one of the highlighters I got on because I'm on here swatching stuff. But I picked up the shade Fire Opal, and I just thought it was a beautiful like popping gold shade. Like, it's red, it's orangey, it shifts a really gold at the same time without being harsh on the skin. It's not giving yellow gold, and the formula is very consistent. It gives off the right illumination. It just kind of melts into your skin. So I really like this product so far. So like I said, these are kind of like just honorable mentions because I've only had them for about 2.5 weeks, but that's all I have for my favorites. I think that's a good amount. Yeah, that's a good amount. So I'm looking around like, is there anything else I can find? But no. So that is a good amount. So I hope you guys like the favorites that I picked out that are not eyeshadow related, and give me a big old thumbs up for this video. Leave me a comment down below and subscribe to my channel because you know I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And I'm sorry about the setup, but it is what it is. It's working. I feel like it doesn't look bad. It's just, hopefully the sound's all right. Okay, with all of that being said, you already know how we gotta end the video around here. We gotta hit it with the chair dance, hey, chair dance, chair dance, hey. All right, y'all. Bye.